Breaking news. I have been vindicated. Edo former Deputy Governor Shaibu speaks on the PDP Guber primaries invalidation. Guys, the immediate past Deputy Governor of Edo State, Philip Shaibu, has said he has been vindicated by the Federal High Court judgment, which invalidated the governorship primary election of Edo State. This is in reaction to the judgment delivered by Justice Iyan Ekwo, and Shaibu claimed that what PDP tagged as primary election on February 22, 2024 was nothing but a tea party with no force of law. He said he had consistently and persistently cried out loud and clear that the PDP killed eternal democracy with the fraudulent ways its purported primary election was conducted at the Samuel Ogbemudia Stadium in Benin. The former deputy governor maintained that those who voted for him at his parallel primary election were the authentic delegates lawfully chosen by the people to nominate the governorship candidates for PDP, and on the move by the All Progressive Congress (APC) for him to defect to the party. Shaibu claimed that there was nothing wrong as long as democracy remains a game for vast majority of the people. So my country people, it seems that the former deputy governor of Edo State is quite pleased with this news as regards to the courts nullifying the primary elections of the PDP held in Edo State at the Samuel Ogbemudia Stadium. Justice Iyan Ekwo had in his judgment invalidated the February 22nd primary elections on the grounds that the 378 delegates who were supposed to vote in the elections were unlawfully excluded. And Philip Shaibu has said for long he has been crying out loud that there was intense rigging in that election, in the sense that it was more like a sham than an election. It wasn't an election, but it was a sham. This is coming as the APC candidate also hailed the court ruling of Ighodalo's ticket. So does this mean that Ighodalo's ticket is in jeopardy? Because the PDP had also reacted to this very news that Ighodalo's candidacy remains intact, and Nigerians should not be afraid that Ighodalo's candidacy remains intact irrespective of the court judgments. So guys, this is serious. So a lot of tensions in Edo State, especially in the People's Democratic Party. There seems to be anxiety and tension, and I am sure this should be a cause for alarm in Edo State, because it seems that the court has already declared the primary elections invalid. So that automatically means that Aswe Yodalo's candidacy is in jeopardy. But the PDP have also given assurance that the candidacy of Ighodalo remains intact. So this sends a big message that there seem to be a big battle in Edo State ahead of the elections. There seem to be a big battle. This is more like a judicial battle in the state. Philip Shaibu is quite pleased with this very news. The APC, they are jubilating that, oh, this news in fact has vindicated them, that the PDP is a sham in Edo State. And we are yet to see, the appeals of the PDP in regards to this very judgment. They are yet to, make an appeal to this judgment from the Federal High Court. Guys, the judiciary have been given series of judgments recently, and then these judgments, kind of push people on an edge, as there tend to be tension in Edo State as a result of the court's ruling on the PDP. But then it seems that the PDP are not panicking. No, they are not panicking. And they even noted that to their supporters in Edo State, there is no cause for alarm, that all will be well. Within the next 24 hours, the actual judgment would be made available to the public, and Nigerians should disregard this information that his candidature has been nullified. No, the candidature of Ighodalo remains intact, and it remains firmly intact. So the High Court, according to them, doesn't have the capacity to remove Ighodalo's candidacy. So my country people, this is a very complicated and it's a very complicated case. And now that this case has entered the court, we are going to be seeing a lot of conflicting judgment here and there. One court giving a judgment, Edo court would give a judgment, the Federal High Court would counter the judgment. Guys, this is just confusing, and this would surely bring a lot of confusions in the states ahead of the elections. So my country people, Philip Shaibu, however, has lauded the judgment of the court, also praised the judgment of the court that he has been vindicated. So it seems that there is more to this, Edo PDP primary election than, we can see, because Philip Shaibu has been lamenting and complaining that this election was a sham. He was practically kicked out of the election. The election made it, sure that Ighodalo emerged the winner, and those delegates were sham delegates. They were not the authentic and the legitimate delegates ought to have been present at that election. So, my country people, this would be a big challenge for the PDP in Edo State ahead of the elections. And I hope this doesn't bring conflicting, crisis within the party, because the court have been given series of judgments. Although this information just dropped recently, and then the Edo State Court is yet to, give its own judgment on this, but the Federal Court has said that they are nullifying the primary election that saw to Ighodalo as the PDP flag bearer in the Edo State's coming elections. But then the PDP has assured the people of Edo that Ighodalo remains their candidate, and they won't be conducting any other primary elections despite the rulings from the courts. So it seems all is well. All is well then, no need for alarm. But Philip Shaibu has also landed this judgment, praising the judgment that he has finally been vindicated. This is coming from someone that is campaigning for another party, someone that is working against his party because he wasn't given the ticket, someone that is being accused of anti-party activities, and it's quite clear that Philip Shaibu is no longer working for the PDP. So how come he's saying he has been vindicated? Well, guys, I'm dropping here.